when I was when I was 15, turning about grade 10, it was summer and I was a bit bored and lonely at the time because I had I had not much friends, but I had some people who I can trust talking to about. And in that phase or time, I met someone online, which was a Roblox e-girl. Oh my gosh, I don't want to talk about this. Let's just say I met a girl online in this virtual game. When I was lonely, we we started talking because we played the same game, and she was using ways to try to get me with her, and it kind of worked. After a few days, I immediately get into a online relationship with her, which was already bad and regrettable in itself, and I vowed to never make the same mistake ever again. So we it only lasted a month because she, of course, like the typical online girl, she she talks to her exes, a lot of boys. She was a bop in general, and there were problems in the relationship too, which being becoming being too fast to in a relationship is you don't have time to get to know each other or go through a talking stage first, and in turn you don't know about her that much, which makes you accept her, like her flaws, her behavior, her goals, and whatever things or traits that make her up. And I'll be talking about acceptance in this video. Why is it actually important, or why is it the most one of the most important traits or the thing that you need to have in this relationship? So when you accept someone, you you are actually loving her, accepting her for as a person, as her own self, instead of putting big expectations big expectations and only accepting her for what he or she can be in the future. And this happens a lot now in many relationship standards, or even people who are in a relationship. Of course, of course, especially now, we make stupid lists, expectations, or check marks that we need, that our partner or future partner must check in order to feel loved or be loved, which is just stupid and very sad overall. It's the reason, expectations are the reason why a lot of men become incels, and a lot of people become lonely, and especially if they're alone or in relationships, because nobody, not even their partner, has accepted them, or nobody just wants to accept them, or they put so much standards in people in whom they want to connect, so they don't really have anybody to talk to or spend time with. And yes, this destroys relationships because you're not loving the person or accepting your partner for who they are. It is never love. If you're putting expectations, check marks, if you're in a relationship and you put a lot of expectations and checklists for your girl or man to feel loved, or to reward him in a relationship, or to progress, it's not even love at all. You're just falling in love with their potential or their future, or just someone that or just another copy of them that actually doesn't exist but only exists in your imagination and in within your standards. Like I've been researching and learning about relationships so I can prepare myself. And when I was actually watching a short podcast clip in YouTube, I saw this comment saying, "My partner does not belong to me. They are on a loan with me and an option to renew." So it's basically just the same thing as I am in love with not who you are, but what you have potential to become to, or I'm in love with the checklists that you that you are required to fulfill or submit, which means you do not I do not love you. I only love you with a version of you that does not exist. And a lot of relationships fall down because of that. I want to go back to my experience where I began to focus on life to improve myself and my days in school. I wanted her to stop playing games and stop hanging out with her friend group, because she was just in her Discord calls with her friends all day. Typically what an e-girl does on Discord. And I never accepted her for that, and I began to grow insecure about the relationship that I have with her. And of course, as a person that wants to strive, I did not accept her while staying with her on the relationship, and eventually the relationship managed to break down. We both had worse mental health, and because of some drama that happened, we decided to break up. And of course, we never saw each other again. Now, I'm not into e-dating. I'm not gonna talk about why e-dating is bad here, but I just want to teach you what I've learned about acceptance in my previous relationship with that girl. I never really loved her, and I never accepted her. When I look back, when I was with her, and you should love the person who you are with, because when you love the person who you're with, that's when you accept who your partner is. That's when you begin to appreciate her flaws, accept her flaws, her traits, everything that makes her up for who she is. And when that happens, that's when the flower of your relationship begins to bloom, spreading positivity and beauty to you, to your partner, and to other people around you. That's why acceptance is key to loving someone. Peace out.